Well, maybe CBS isn't caving in to Donald Trump in order to allow its parent company, Paramount, to have a merger that Donald Trump is blocking. Donald Trump sued CBS for $20 billion, worth more than the value of the parent company, Paramount, by claiming that when Bill Whitaker on 60 Minutes did an interview of Kamala Harris, and they gave a short version of that interview, they purposely edited her response to make her look better, and that somehow damaged Donald Trump and his companies and his meme coin. Well, CBS just told a federal judge in Texas, of all places, Judge Kaczmarek, that if we're going to go down that road, then we want all the financial information about Donald Trump's companies, his relationship with his meme coin, and the rest. Maybe CBS does have a backbone. I'm Michael Popok. You're on the MeidasTouch network, and of course, on Legal AF. This case got filed several months ago. Donald Trump didn't like during the campaign that there was an interview with Kamala Harris. And they said that they edited it to make her quote unquote word salad look better to the American people. I'm going to read to you at one point the transcript related to that. And I defy you to tell me how the editing anyway helped Kamala Harris or was deceptive or untrue. Donald Trump just wanted to have a giant press release of a lawsuit. So he filed it in Texas in Amarillo, in order to get one particular judge on the case, Judge Kaczmarek, Matthew Kaczmarek, in an ultimate example of forum shopping, is a rightist of right-wing MAGA former lawyer for a Christian legal entity that is anti-abortion, and all of MAGA likes to file cases in front of Judge Kaczmarek. And so they did it here. What's the connection between CBS based in New York and Delaware and Texas? Nothing. Nothing, except in the amended complaint that Donald Trump filed a week or so ago, he added Ronnie Jackson. Remember him? Representative from Texas, used to be Donald Trump's personal lawyer. You know, he was a COVID denier, who's an election denier. They added him saying, well, he's somehow also been harmed by the interview because he's in Texas and he consumes television. I'm like, are you kidding me? But more importantly, we've got, in response to the amended complaint, we thought that CBS was going to get in line with the Facebooks, the Metas, and the Amazons and settle with Donald Trump and pay him millions of dollars, especially since Paramount, which is owned by the Redstone family, is trying to merge with Skydance. And the FCC is now under the control of Donald Trump. It can stop that merger. So we thought, well, they're going to capitulate. They're not going to strike a check or stroke a check for $20 billion, which is bigger than Paramount. But they, we were waiting for, here we go. CBS is going to settle for $20, $30, $40 million going to the Trump Presidential Library or whatever it's supposed to be. Or they're going to do another Melania documentary for another $40 million or something like that. Not so fast. We've got buried in a discovery proposal, because in federal court, you've got to submit to the judge at some point what your discovery, which is the exchange of information in the case, is going to reveal. And when we look at, this is on page 5 of the joint report, about the defendant's position, that's CBS, it says defendants believe discovery is needed into President Trump's personal financials, as well as the financials of Donald Trump's 2024 campaign organization and of Trump Media and Technology Group, including with respect to Truth Social and $Trump meme crypto project. Defendants further anticipate the discovery will be needed into President Trump's legal relationship, if any, with Donald J. Trump for President 2024 campaign, Trump Media and Technology Group, and whether, and then going after Ronnie Jackson being involved with the case. I don't drink the way I used to. It comes with age and fatherhood, and wanted to make sure I'm living a healthy lifestyle. So when I hang out with friends, I'm still looking to have a great time, but without having a cocktail. Then I found Sol's out-of-office THC beverages, and they are the perfect alternative to my usual highball because they're low in calories, gluten-free, and let me enter the no hangover zone. This podcast is sponsored by Sol. If you listen to this show, you've heard me rave about Sol's out-of-office gummies. Well, the team at Sol just launched their new out-of-office beverages that are perfectly microdosed with hemp-derived THC and CBD to give any situation that vacation vibe. The out-of-office beverages not only come in two mouth-watering flavors like raspberry lemonade and cucumber melon lime, they also offer two different doses, 2.5 milligram THC and 5 milligram THC. Feel the freedom to choose with 6, 12, or 24 packs, so you can drink your THC in any way you like. Out-of-office beverages give you that warm, fuzzy, euphoric, microdosed feeling without sending you to the moon. You can crack one open after a hard day at work, wind down with your favorite TV show, or share a six-pack with friends at your next hangout. Whatever floats your boat. Sol's out-of-office THC drinks are a big hit with the adults in my household because now you can sip your way to your happy place and wake up the next morning raring to go. Sol was founded 5 years ago by brother and sister duo Mike and Angie Lee. Mike, he's a former world-ranked professional boxer, and Angie is an author and professional speaker who had the desire to create natural alternatives to medication that tackle problems they deal with themselves, like sleeplessness, anxiety, focus, and pain. And that's not all Sol's got. Whether you're looking for a sleep aid, enhanced focus, or pain relief, Sol has all your wellness needs covered. Plus, all of Sol's products are grown right here in the USA, organically farmed and gluten-free. So if you want to feel your best, head to GetSol.com and use code LegalAF for 30% off your order. That's 30% off your order using code LegalAF. One last time, GetSol.com and code LegalAF for 30% off. The reason for that is when you look at the allegations of the lawsuit, which I'm going to pull up here for you now, and you go to the amended complaint that was just filed, besides the fact it starts with him bragging about the win and how, and the quote unquote landslide, I don't know, 312 to 226 is not really a landslide, but they then talk about the Bill Whitaker interview and the preview that was on Face the Nation. And they say that the harm that was done to Donald Trump is to his companies. In paragraph 16 of the complaint, it says defendants' deceptive advertising and slice and dice manipulation of the interview was an act of unfair competition against President Trump, a significant owner of shares in the Trump Media and Technology Group, and that it owns President Trump's wildly popular I love the lies. Wildly popular social media platform Truth Social, in which President Trump owns a substantial share in the digital media space and all of the rest. So that opened the door for the lawyers for CBS to say, give us all your info about, you say you've been injured, you say you've been damaged, let's see your finances. Now we know that Truth Social is not wildly popular. It's barely eking out a living. It has hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars of loss. It'll be a decade before it ever recovers that money. So that's another series of lies. But what I like about this particular story is that, at least for right now, CBS is firing back. They don't know why they're in Texas with Judge Kaczmarek. They are going to seek to dismiss it and transfer it back to New York, where the case belongs at best. They're going to get rid of Ronnie Jackson, of all things. What's he doing? Being dragged along for the ride to try to keep the case in Texas because they have a friendly judge in Kaczmarek. And Kaczmarek should be embarrassed that he knows people are filing cases in front of him to particularly get him what they consider to be a favorable judge. He should recuse himself on that grounds alone. And if you're going to sue over billions of dollars in claim damage and injury to your finances, you got to back it up. And that's where them asking for all of Donald Trump's finances is probably going to lead to a settlement of the case or a dismissal of the case. Donald Trump went after Michael Cohen in Florida for hundreds of millions of dollars, and he dismissed the case as soon as it got close to him having to reveal any of his financial information or sit for a deposition. And I'm sure that's what CBS is banking on now. And does anybody really think it's appropriate for Donald Trump to use his Federal Communication Commission, the FCC, to lean on CBS to pay him a private settlement in order for them to get approval for a merger? That's extortion. It's extortive. But there's no limits or boundaries for this president. He's already extorted Amazon and to get $40 million from Melania. A couple $100 million for the family has already been earned with all of his schemes since he's been in office. What's going to happen next? There's going to be another motion filed in Texas to dismiss the case and transfer it to New York for improper venue and jurisdiction. They're going to try to get rid of Ronnie Jackson. And eventually some judge is going to have to decide on the discovery plan here and whether they're going to be able to get all the private, secret, confidential information about the failing Truth Social and his meme project, which has also lost people hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. Does he go that far? I'm not sure. But so far, Donald Trump, until he's limited by federal judges, and we're not talking about Kaczmarek, you can see what he's doing in his administration on a daily basis. I'm going to cover it right here on the MeidasTouch Network and on Legal AF. We also got the Legal AF YouTube channel. Come on over to Legal AF, the YouTube channel, and hit the subscribe button. Help us continue to grow that pro-democracy channel. Of course, Legal AF, the podcast, Wednesdays and Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the MeidasTouch Network, the #1 network in America right now on YouTube and otherwise, having dethroned Joe Rogan as the podcast, including all the videos that we do here on YouTube and Legal AF right up there in the top 10 as well. And it's all because of you. We really appreciate you. We're humbled by it. So until my next reporting, I'm Michael Popok. In collaboration with the MeidasTouch Network, we just launched the Legal AF YouTube channel. Help us build this pro-democracy channel where I'll be curating the top stories, the intersection of law and politics. Go to YouTube now and free subscribe at Legal AF MTN. That's at Legal AF MTN.